props to UCF because it was a special gym to play in. It was super fun. And maybe some of those feelings come from the fact that we pulled out a win, but I think a lot of that is just legit. I'm proud of our guys for fighting. It's like a slugfest, like we kind of anticipated, expected coming in, and we came with a win. We're super proud of that.
Coach, just kind of talk about how you guys were able to hang on at the end. UCF made a furious run, had opportunities to maybe tie or take the lead, but you guys really buckled down.
Yeah, credit to UCF. Their defensive pressure was outstanding, and then they're just swallowed up the offensive glass. They were really diligent about kind of putting heads down and doing whatever it took to get to the rim. And in the waning moments of a game, especially a game that feels like that and a gym feels like that, that's hotly contested, on both sides of the ball, their aggression was hard for us to handle. And we just had just enough guys came and made plays. Richie Saunders was great for us, trying to handle and attack the pressure a little bit. Aly Khalifa came up with a huge rebound late. Trevin Nell came up with a uncontested but important because he was a body in their rebound, and we just kind of found a way to patchwork it together.
Coach, you hold the Knights to 29% shooting. What was so effective for your defense?
Well, I think part of it was. Part of it was their success at the free throw line, right? They really, they shot 33 free throws, and so I think part of it was the pull to that. Like when you're having that much success, you want to keep going. And then I thought our guys did a pretty good job about having the guys that we wanted shooting the ball, shoot the ball, and then also the guys that we didn't want shooting the ball really having some extended pressure and trying to make those shots really difficult. And then sometimes you get fortunate too. And on our side, it was a little bit fortunate also.
Coach, just the relief of getting that first Big 12 win, what does it mean for the team? Just the confidence now moving forward, getting that first one.
I think we're we got to get Aly a chair. I don't know if he's going to be able to stand up here for this press conference. Maybe we could just do it right over there, Aly. How many minutes did you play, bro? Aly Khalifa, 26. Sorry, the question was, relief of a first win. Yeah, I mean, you just this league is special. It's just like nothing else, right? I'll be honest, and man, I hope this doesn't hurt feelings or make people mad at me, but kind of as we previewed the league this year, one of the things we thought was like this UCF venue was not going to be like over the top electric. It's probably maybe the best gym we've played in so far. It's incredible, and it's just a tribute to the league. And so, in terms of relief, I don't know if we have relief. I think we're just hungry to just go find a way to win a game, and now we're hungry to go try and find a way to win another one.
Coach, you held the Knights to 29% shooting, but they were able to stick in the game until very late. What does that show about their defense and their grit?
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes from, like I said, I'm just such a huge Johnny Dawkins fan from the time he was a player to being a Hall of Famer and then being a coach and what he's done as a coach. But I think it comes from him, and these kids clearly have no interest in doing anything but fighting and competing, and they just took a great Kansas team and sent them home with a negative result, and that's just their guts, man. They got big time guts, and they clearly have some huge character on the team.
Coach, you guys' claim to fame this season has been your 3-point shooting. Almost half of your shots attempts came from beyond the arc and went 9 of 26. Why has the 3-point shooting kind of become a centerpiece for you guys' game?
Well, it just fits us. We really believe in our guys. We're trying to fit the game to our guys a little bit. And, we're credit to UCF that we only got 26. Our goal is to be way closer to 35, and that's a real credit to their defense. It's a real credit to their pressure. And it's one of our strengths, one of the things we can do really well, one of the things that we think can be a little bit of an equalizer in the game for us. And so it's something we work hard on, and UCF defended the three-point line great tonight.
Mark, you haven't been able to close out the first two Big 12 games. This one you did. It wasn't pretty, but you did. What can that do for you guys moving forward, do you think?
I would have to disagree with you. I thought it was actually beautiful. I think that's what you look for in a big-time college basketball game is two teams just spewing their heart out on the floor. I actually think it's the most beautiful ending. We didn't jump in this league to have, just easy victories. I think that these ones you compete for are really awesome, and I love walking out of a game clearly, like I said, I feel some of this emotion because we won, but either side of the ball, you feel like, man, how fun is it to witness a game where two teams are just like their whole heart and soul is on the floor. And I want to get to your question, but I forgot it. I got so passionate about that. Tell me.
Just what can it do for you moving forward?
Well, I don't know. Like, we have Iowa State at home in 72 hours, who just took down the number one team in the country. And so I think, hopefully it'll continue to contribute to our belief. Hopefully, every single game in this league, you kind of get to go learn a little bit more about what you can do. Like, we had some different guys in different positions late in this game because we're learning about our guys in different scenarios. And so hopefully we'll learn a little bit of that. And certainly, like, getting a game in the left column is really important to us, just in terms of, like, finding a way to exist in this league. It's ultimately about stealing the win. So I think, both those things we'll be really excited about capitalizing on.
Coach, how fortunate do you feel to get out here with the win when you only hit, I think, one field goal the last 7 minutes?
Yeah, we're super fortunate. And like I said, it's a credit to UCF. It's clearly they can guard. I mean, they've guarded the best in this league. And they made it really, really difficult for us down the stretch. And that's what, big-time defensive teams do. They're a top 25 defensive team. And they really amped it up in the last, several minutes. And it's a hallmark of their team also. And they're going to lean on it a lot. So a lot of credit to them, and super excited about our guys about battling through it to get a win.
Mark, how valuable have the contributions been? I know you brought him up, Richie Saunders.
Yeah.
The toughness he's brought to attacking the
Yeah, Richie's got this. He's got a little bit of physicality to his game. He's got a little bit of fearless to his game. He's probably our most explosive cutter through contact and through grabbing and holding and all those things are really important to us. Tonight we got him a few minutes at the three, which is going to be really important for us moving forward, just because there's some things he can bring to us at the three that help us with our lineup. And I thought he was terrific tonight. I thought he was, I haven't even looked at his numbers, but his impact on the game that didn't show up on the stat sheet is more impressive to me than even the numbers that showed up on the stat sheet.
Coach, you guys managed to score 12 points off of second chance attempts. Talk about this team's ability to capitalize on your opponent's mistakes like that.
Yeah, our offensive rebounding numbers were not where we wanted to be. We only had 6 offensive rebounds, and that's been a hallmark of our team. Seemed like it's been a little bit heavier lifting in the Big 12, which is not surprising. But every way we can find to score a bucket is really important, and so hopefully we can keep growing in that area.
You mentioned it wasn't quite the 3-point shooting game you wanted as far as attempts, but how important was it to get some to go down in that second half to build that?
Yeah, it's really important. I thought Aly was terrific. He was fearless from the 3-point line. He's been telling me that he should be getting 10 threes a game, right? So he was inched a little bit closer to that tonight. But his ability to I don't know if I've had a player. I'm going to brag about Aly for a little bit. I don't know if I've had a player that expands the floor. We talk all the time about, we have to find a way with the team we are, with the skills we have to make a way to force teams to guard 27 feet by 50 feet. In our estimation, most teams probably make you guard, 18 by 48 feet. And so we're trying to get 27 by 50. And I've never had a player that expands the floor as much as Aly at the 5, being so dangerous, shooting from the 3-point line, adding what we believe is another 30% of the game to our offense. He's super dangerous. And so, I thought he was important tonight. And this 3-point line is really important to us. And so we just got to keep finding ways to be aggressive from there. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Feels so official. Oh.
Go ahead, Aly Khalifa.
Aly,
What was the scene in the locker room like? It didn't look like Coach was doused with water or anything. What was it like?
We celebrated Coach's 100th win, obviously. We gave him a jersey. It was great just to get the first win, obviously, in the Big 12. And we were just thirsty. We were ready to play Iowa State already. So it was fun in the locker room after, but we're looking forward to play on Tuesday.
How big of a relief is it for this team to finally get that first breakthrough win here in the Big 12?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
Just get that first win in the Big 12. What does it mean for this group?
It feels great. Obviously, we were so close the past 2 games, and just to see us win this game on the road and a very tough environment against a really good team, it just feels great. It feels like we belong in this conference, the best conference in the world, and we can get a lot of wins in this conference as well. It just feels awesome.
You guys were leading by 13, I think, with a little bit over 7 minutes to play. UCF made a furious comeback. What was your kind of takeaway from that time period and what you were able to do to finally pull it out?
I feel like they pressured us a little bit. They got on the offensive glass a lot, and that's why the game got closer, but we didn't stop believing. Every time we were in the huddle and every time we were in a timeout, we would emphasize what we need to do, next play mentality, and that's why we got the win, because we focused on the next play every time, even if they were getting closer, but they never took the lead. So I think that shows a lot about us and about our commitment to the defensive side of the game and to get stops.
How physical was this game going up against Diallo and their bigs?
It was really physical. He's a big dude, obviously, all of them. And, I think he's the biggest dude I've played in this conference already, and we all played in this conference. And it was huge, but we were ready for the challenge. That's why we got the win.
How difficult did UCF's defense make the night for you guys?
Yeah, it made it hard just to be able to see cutters. For me, personally, just his pressure. Diallo is a big dude, and he was just all over me on the perimeter. And for the cutter, they were grabbing and holding and stuff like that. It obviously made it hard on the offensive side of the game, but our defense was really good. That's why we got the win. So.
What did you think of the fan and the crowd atmosphere tonight?
It was great. I love playing in this environment, so I like when the fans start talking crap to you a little bit when you're on the bench and the start of the game. But it was great. They had a lot of fans show up today, obviously because they just beat Kansas on Tuesday. But it was a great environment to play in.
You've been known as the facilitator with this team to this point of the year, but was it by design to be more on the attack and get a little more aggressive with your shot tonight?
No, I feel like I always play a simple game. Normally, I wasn't left that wide open in other games, so I was just facilitating. And today, it was just I was open. That's why I took the shots. I feel like they were guarding the guards really good because our guards are really good. They were guarding them so heavily, and Diallo was getting sucked in every time. And I feel like that's why I was able to get wide open shots. I wouldn't turn threes, obviously, and yeah, that's why.
Ollie, not many people had you driving down the lane and jamming one on their bingo card. How did that feel, and what did your teammates say about that?
It felt great. Nobody expected that, obviously. Nobody in the whole world, I guess, expected that. But it was a great play. Coach told me to have some energy. I just subbed back in. And in my head, I was like, he's going to fall for it, and I will go try and dunk it. And it was a perfect opportunity. It feels great, obviously. And,
Full disclosure, with the rifle fake handoff, none of us thought you were going to dunk it, but it was awesome.
Yeah, many more to come, it was great.
All right, guys,
Yep.
more? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
That's all for BYU. Thank you. BYU's done. Yep.